So while I am doing this, the music is going. You guys are doing a one shot tonight. Uh, Dubbed this the secret one shot squad. So it's gonna kind of throw everyone into things real quick here. Um, might not get to a lot of backstory and stuff, but basically, no matter who you are or what you were doing before, everyone needs to stop and take a rest every once in a while. So currently, you guys all ended up in this village, and it's just a small little village called Underwillow, and you actually don't know each other yet. Um, we changed things up a little last minute, but you're all just taking a rest off from whatever travels you were going through, and the three of you ended up in this city together. We can say that currently you are all sitting where all great D&D campaigns start, in a pub. So you are all currently in a pub, just kind of taking a load off, um, hanging out, doing whatever. At this time, you can each introduce yourself and your character, however much upfront information you want to give, and then we can go through anything else through actual roleplay. So we'll start with Snowball.
All right, so I'm Snowball, and I'm going to be playing uh, Manus, the druid uh, centaur, the centaur druid. Um, and Manus is kind of your standard druid. He spent a lot of time in the woods, and he's fairly older than his other druid counterparts, I guess you could say. So he usually has a very calm way of living life. Um, and we'll see what tonight brings.
All right, great. And next would be Luca.
Hi, I'm Lukalak, and I am playing Von Ree, an Earth Genasi nature cleric, formerly a hermit in nature, and now I'm out and about.
All right, and then last but not least is good old Turk Sturk.
Turk.
What are we going by?
We're to go by Turk because Sturk is tough, and everyone's calling me Turk, so I figured out they could shorten my name. So, yeah. I will be playing Oscar Alatar. He is a conjuration wizard. He's very tired. He's a student of a magical university that charges way too much for their classes, so he's taking up adventuring on the side, and he just wants to sleep. He just wants to pay his student debts. He's just so done with it, man. He just wants to drink. He's just here for the drinks, and he's probably already 2 or 3 in.
I feel like a lot of people at this current stage in life can relate. So, as you're all in this pub or inn or whatever you want to call it, you're each, you know, sitting at a different table for now, most likely. Uh, you're ordering a drink or whatever. It's a really quiet village. Nothing seems to go on too often. Um, you've seen better inns, but at the end of a long day's travel, this one serves its purpose. The fire is warm, the ale is plentiful, and the food is actually surprisingly good. Some nice home cooking. There's a few merchants and guards that you've noticed in the city, but nothing too crazy. Um, if you ordered or when you came in, you met the innkeeper named Imrir Fakete. He's pretty good at just anticipating what everyone needs. He'll send drinks out when your drink is low. You look hungry or tired, he'll offer you food or a room. So, not long after you got here, the front door just boom, just bangs open. And you see a younger woman run in and she just screams, "My daughter! They've taken my daughter!"
Manus is gonna unfold his legs as he probably wasn't sitting at a table, but more so on four legs, and he stands up in his stature. You know, he's about 7, 8, 9 feet tall in the bar. He's gonna just proudly kind of walk over and say, "What is the problem?"
So as you kind of get up and say that, the innkeeper comes running over, and just based on the interaction, you think that the innkeeper might know this woman, and the innkeeper says kind of the same thing. Yes. What is the matter? What is the trouble? And the young woman's like, they took her. I don't know where she went. They probably took her to the woods. Oh no, she's doomed.
Well, lucky for you, we are familiar. Well, I should say, lucky for you, I am familiar with the woods.
Oh,
I'm
will
gonna
help
just
you.
walk over and be like, they took who to the woods?
so the innkeeper looks at you and he's like, "Oh, you guys you do look very capable. This is my niece Marika.
Hi.
It seems as though something's taken her daughter. Is there anyone capable in this inn of possibly fending for themselves and helping with the search for Marika's daughter?" And Marika just starts crying into her hands.
Oh, damn it. Alright. I push away the last drink. I can help if you want. Got nothing else going on?
Oh yes, we would be forever in your debt. Whatever I could do.
You don't want to be in anyone's debt forever. That's a...
I'm gonna just start touching Marika's face and like she's a frightened animal and be like, I can look through the forest.
The innkeeper at this time reaches out a hand to each of you and says, "My name is Imrir. Imrir Fakete. I don't have much I can offer, but I do have 50 gold I can give you for the safe return of Marika's daughter."
I have no need for gold, but thank you.
I will take his gold if he's giving it away.
Oh,
But if that's a one-person offer, I totally get it.
oh, it's all we have, but I thank you so much for being willing. That really means the most to us. Marika, where did they take her from? And she's just like, "My house." And so he looks at you guys and he says, "Oh, I would assume that is the best place to start. I would suggest heading over there and seeing what you guys can find. Please, if you need anything, just let me know." And I thank you once again for volunteering for this. As you can tell, we don't have many people to spare here, and you look like very capable individuals. And you, Centaur, you said that you know the forest very well.
Yes. Well, I am a druid of the forest.
Oh. Have you ever been into the Underwillow, though?
Remind me of where the Underwillow might be.
Well, that's what we call our forest here, because it's not like any other forest. You guys should be very careful entering the forest, is all I can currently say.
What makes you say that?
Strange things happen at night. I mean, how long have you been in the village here?
I just got here.
I also just got here.
Unfortunate.
Coincidentally, me as well.
You haven't even been here a night and already something is going amiss. I mean, that should That should tell you enough.
Marika,
Just-
where is your dwelling?
She like points in a direction. It's at the edge of the forest.
Okay. Can you show us?
Yes, I can take you.
Very good.
Is it just the three of you?
Anyone else? I think it's just the three of us.
I think it's just us.
Oh, okay. My name is Marika, and each of you are?
Hi, I'm Von Ree.
Oscar, Alatar.
Can I just reach out and start kind of petting Manus's flank?
Sure.
Okay.
And Pol Manus. That's his druidic for saying I am Manus.
Oh, thank you. I cannot thank you guys enough. Let's go. We probably don't have much time. And as you kind of are getting shuffled out of the inn, a lot of the other villagers are showing concern, but not as much concern as you would maybe hope for. Maybe they already know that they're too scared of the forest. Maybe they don't care for Marika's child. You don't quite know, but you're being ushered out, so you walk not too far. It's a very small place. And Marika's house is right there. I should have seen that ping. I'll do it right here as well.
Okay.
I have 2 roll 20s. I can ping on 2 roll 20s. So beautiful.
Go ahead.
Twice the ping.
So as you approach, it looks like this house would have been nice at some point, maybe 2 or more centuries ago, but time has really not been kind to the building. The chimney is askew. The guttering or whatever it might be to kind of help with rain is, also just gaping and missing in places. The roof definitely doesn't look watertight. You can see in the backyard a clothing line hung up with a few items of raggedy clothing. Nearby the lines are an overturned basket large enough to hold a young child, and a dark forest runs along the back of the house. But you are now at Marika's house. She points and she says, That's where I last saw my poor sweet baby."
And who took her?
I don't know. I looked away for not a moment, and they were already gone. There's
They?
yes, whoever I don't know. They, she, it.
Maybe she's just
It's an
lost.
inclusive they.
We can go find her.
Okay. There are like drag marks or something over there. I don't know. I'm not very good at this nature stuff. I just ran
What?
to get someone as fast as I could.
Points
Okay,
us in the direction of the drag marks.
She points over to the baby basket. She's like, that's where my baby was last seen.
So, I don't know if you were teasing that. What kind of roll is that? Would that be a nature roll or an investigation?
Yeah, can I wander over and just peer down at it?
Yeah, so you can check out the area and roll a survival check. Anyone who's kind of looking out.
If Manus is doing it, can I lend aid? Like, have him help?
Of course. So roll with advantage.
Yeah.
Can
Okay.
I check out the baby basket itself?
Yes, of course. So let me know the survival check first.
Oh, sure.
All right. So, survival check was 10.
With advantage?
Yes.
I wasn't very helpful.
I rolled an 11.
Okay, so the survival check for the tracks was a 10.
Yes.
Okay, so you can determine that whatever was dragged away was kind of wrapped in a blanket. and you see tracks and drag marks, but you can't really tell what they came from. Looks like there's a lot of commotion. You're having a hard time discern. And Oscar, you look, and the baby basket seems, perfect enough for a young child to be carried in. Looks like it was something that Marika maybe carried the child in around a lot.
Marika, I'm sorry, was this your pet that went missing?
No! How
It's-
dare you?
it's-
My
Oh.
child!
Oh, okay. And how old is the creature?
Excuse me,
Yes.
my child is about 3 currently.
Oh, okay. So very young.
Yes.
She would be small?
Yes, she's a small child.
Okay, very good. I'm gonna just turn and start wandering off in the direction of the drag marks. But I am gonna stop and turn around. What's its name?
My child's name is Brutus.
Brutus.
Yes. You
Okay.
can... I don't know how else I can help. My house, my area, my yard, everything is all yours to do with whatever. Just please bring back my child.
What do you know of the Underwillow forest and any sort of creatures, mythical beasts?
Oh, we don't go in the forest. No, we stay in the village as much as possible. Yes, no, people don't go in the village. It's very, very ominous there. Just getting to the edge of it is scary enough. I hate living in this house, but I cannot afford anything else.
Hmm.
You can't just stay at the inn.
Oh, I don't have the money for that either. My
Is your uncle?
yes, my uncle would put me to work, but I have to spend too much time taking care of Brutus.
All right.
Wonder-
I'm gonna start just kind of wandering that way.
A,
Off
si-
in the direction.
a single mother cannot be expected to work. Please just bring back my child.
Wow, this is a town. All right, let's go. Let's go save the kid. Get some gold. Get some sleep.
All right. Everyone's starting to walk towards the forest.
Yeah, can I detect, is there a trail to follow, or?
Yeah, you rolled barely enough that you're able to keep up with the drag marks and the trail and follow that.
Okay.
Von Rhee is what race?
I'm Earth Genasi.
Urchin. Okay, gotcha.
All right. So as you guys are kind of following the trail, there's about an hour or more of sun left before you get to the woods. You're following the trail, getting into the edge. You know, these woods feel very, very old. The trees are high, brambles and thickets are everywhere. You see a very obvious path that whatever this was are avoiding the brambles. I mean, it's pretty easy to discern that this is some kind of animal trail that you're following. But you're walking for a little bit, and you guys can kind of have open conversation while you're going through the entrance to the woods.
I'm just gonna cast Mage Armor in the meantime as well. On myself.
All right.
As a side.
So what's the feel of the forest? Because as Vonri's gonna stride through, she grew up in the forest. She's kind of new to civilization. What vibe does she get from this forest and these trees? Does it seem like a happy, healthy forest where good, naturey things are going on?
Roll a nature check.
Okay. Oof. Oh, okay. Well, only a 17.
Only a 17.
17.
Yeah, so
To get a whole vibe of the forest, I don't know.
I mean, you're just getting vibes. You're just out here asking if the forest be vibing.
Yeah.
Which the forest do be vibing. The type of vibes you feel though are very, very old. You might not have been in a forest this old before, so even if forest and earth is your element, you feel very young and naive compared to the trees around you. If these trees could talk, you know. The deeper you get in, you start to feel a little more out of place as well. And after you guys have walked, the sun is, you know, continuing to go down further. The sounds of the forest now surround you entirely, but you're still following the trail for the moment.
Are there any small creatures nearby?
Yeah, so you can kind of hear birds, things like that. You see the scurry of, you know, a potbelly here and there. Nothing too crazy yet. It's kind of starting to come alive now that it's getting darker.
Manus is going to call out to Vonri, testing to see if she's any like of druidic origin, just based on her familiarity. He's just going to say, "Vonri, Pors Nadonade."
Yeah, just one while I check my character sheet to see if I see druidic. I don't remember if I do. I think I speak Sylvan.
I also speak Sylvan.
Hey, we all three speak Sylvan.
Yeah.
It's just, he seems like, I speak like 9 languages. I have no idea what that just meant, so.
Man, I can't remember last time I even looked up languages. Where is that on the character sheet?
Proficiencies in languages.
Oh, yeah. Primordial for some reason, and Sylvan.
Yo, you're primordial because you get Ganassi.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna really know what you're saying, but I'll turn and be like, "Hi."
But I'm sorry. I was just curious if you might be a druid like myself with your familiarity.
Oh no. I'm more in just the service to nature. And that's I worship the earth. And she's just gonna smile like just DM, could I start humming to myself in an attempt to start the ritual of speak with animals?
Of course.
Okay, it takes like 10 minutes. But at some, like, once that time passes and, like, my ritual is just, I'm, like, kind of doing, like, little, like, humming as I walk along, I'd like to, once it's done, try and find a squirrel or something that I can try and talk to and see if it's seen anything pass this way or what it's noticed.
All right, great. What's is the cast time pretty instantaneous?
It's 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes. So like as we're walking, I'm hoping to just like hum and kind of.
Yeah. So you get pretty lucky. A lot of the animals avoid you for the most part, but as you're doing this, a squirrel jumps out in front of you, and as you're humming for the moment, it kind of cocks its head at you and starts looking at you and stops in front of you guys.
Hi.
Get out, 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 get out.
So can it give me information? Could you give me any information about nearby locations or monsters or small little tiny human creatures that you would have maybe perceived in the last day?
All right, let's see. My extension broke, so I couldn't pull this up fast. Do do do. So, oh, you did speak with animals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yep. Yeah, the squirrel just kind of, being a squirrel, just kind of repeats itself. Get out, get out, get out, and then it says bad, bad, bad. Forest, deep forest, and is just kind of like repeating the same things over and over again.
Henri,
I'm gonna turn to the others and be like, he seems very frightened.
He's a squirrel, so
he's a
Yeah,
he's
but
a little
more
nuts.
so than normal.
no, he's also very low on the food chain. So
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
no, humans and other sentient races are fairly high.
So as you guys are kind of discussing, the squirrel's like, coming, 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 and it just like darts off.
I'm just gonna say, uh-oh, get ready.
And I need you guys to each roll a perception check real quick.
That's an 8 on perception.
16 plus what?
Do you want us just to put it in roll 20?
You can just tell me, that's fine.
Okay.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Ooh,
I
Got a
alright.
plus 4, nice.
I got an 11.
Look at me
again.
go.
Alright. So, Luca, after that happens, immediately your ears perk up and you start to hear a deep growl about 30 yards in front of you, just and it's starting to move closer to you. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
So as you start hearing it getting closer and closer, you see in front of you some wolves step out from the forest. And they look a little more menacing than wolves that you're used to. It looks like they've also kind of broken off from the pack. And you see two of them come out kind of left to right at first, and then two behind them. So there are a total of 4 wolves. Alrighty. So this should make it pretty easy to do individual initiative for the wolves. Let's try this new D&D Beyond.
Are you using it? It's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
You can add us in there too as the like campaign and put in our things and then hit next and it'll sort everyone.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Delicious.
doing. It makes it so easy to do multiple enemies.
Easy. And you can track their health in it. Oh my gosh, it was so nice last session.
Alright, so we got a 9 from Von Ree.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? We don't have your right character in the D&D Beyond. I'm pretty sure, Snowball.
Yeah, nope, that's not mine. As far as the overlay,
it's because he's in the one in the Harper's one. Manu is in the Harper's.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
do it.
I will go ahead and work on that while we're.
Yeah, let me send you the link real quick. Because I do have to fix that, I guess. I just assumed that...
Sorry.
No, that was my bad. Because I just saw, oh, there's only 3. That must be correct. And then I was like, wait a second. So...
Alright, I'm going to create character. I copied menus. Can I paste them?
You should be able to copy and then join, I think. Your initiative was 4.
Yes. I have it here. So, oh, here we go. Copy of this. Cool.
All right, we'll start.
I am in.
We'll start this. I'll fix it after this encounter.
Okay.
So you guys are slow to react, being distracted by a squirrel. So 2 of the wolves jump straight out at you. First one is going to attack Von Ree after they notice that she has kind of already picked out that they're there. So, all right, they're gonna get advantage because they have pack tactics. So it's going to try to bite you for an 18 to hit.
Well, that meets it.
Alrighty. So it is going to do some damage to you. And I'll roll that in here for you. Let me make sure. Yep. I really need to get 3 monitors. It'd be so great. Oh my gosh. That double crit on the damage.
Oh.
And then the second wolf is going to attack the more menacing next, which will be a big giant centaur.
Thank goodness.
So going to bite you as well. Let's see here. Ooh, and that is a 21 to hit.
That well hit.
All right. So same thing. All right, they're going to do 5 damage to you.
I'm gonna use my reaction and use Spiny Shield. Ethereal barrier of spikes made of magical force interposes itself between you and the attacker. When you are hit by a melee attack, the barrier reduces the damage you are dealt by 2d4 and deals the same amount of piercing damage to the attacker.
Ooh, all right. Well, roll your 2d4 for me.
Okay. So that would be a whopping, what is that even? That's, sorry. That's a 4 damage.
Okay, cool. All right, well, that means you only take 1 damage, so that's pretty good, right?
Yes.
All right.
And they take 4 piercing damage?
Yep. All
Okay.
right, Von Ree, you're up.
Okay. I would first, well, nope, I'm just gonna try and, channel divinity in an attempt to charm the, whatever appears to be the lead wolf.
Okay.
Actually, each beast that I can see within 30 feet of me has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Each beast, all right.
Yeah. And if it fails, it's charmed by me for 1 minute, or until it takes damage.
All right, great. Let me fix the extension while I roll this. Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
All right. What's the DC?
12.
12. So 2 of them succeed. Let me check the third one to be sure. It's close. Oh, okay. So 2 of them succeed, 2 of them fail.
Okay, so I'm just gonna reach down and like kind of touch the dirt and like kind of put my fingers into the soil and just send out vibes and look up and see if any of the wolves are now my friends.
You feel like 2 of the wolves are a lot less aggressive to you now, but 2 of them are still pretty out for blood.
Okay, so those 2 will be friendly to me and creatures I designate. So I'm gonna just be like, "Hi, can you stop attacking us and my friends? Thank you. If you could just shush off to the side here for a minute, wait until I can talk with you." And then I'm gonna turn back like, "Don't hit those guys. They're our friends now." And that's my turn.
All right. How long does that last? And
1 minute.
okay, do they get a save on their turn?
It just says for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
Ooh, okay. All right, good one. So that'll be the next 2 wolves, we'll say then. So it'll be Oscar's turn.
All right. I will extend a hand to the wolf that is getting up on the centaur, and I'm going to Ray of Frost his butt, if possible. 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, he can take 8 cold damage.
Oh, all right. So how would you like to strike down one of the wolves?
I just like, pull up. I just kind of like do a small circle and just hit him with a prunyai. And ray of frost just goes and calcifies kind of middle of his body.
Oh, nice. One of the wolves just drops, boof, as like a rock to the side. Is that the end of your turn?
I'm going to take a few steps back, about 10 feet, and just to give myself some space.
All right, great. You got pretty lucky that the other two wolves got charmed before they could start on the rest of you. That would mean Manus is up.
All right, so there's one right in front of me attacking still, right?
So Oscar just killed the one that was attacking you, but there is still one attacking Von Ree.
Okay, so is Von Ray within 40 feet of me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to charge. So if I move at least 30 feet straight forward towards the target, then hit it with a melee weapon attack on the same turn, I immediately make a hooves attack as a bonus action. So I'm going to charge and attack with my Yakilwa, I think is how it's pronounced. Or Equalwa.
Okay. So I think with that one you have to be at least 30 feet away and then charge. But we didn't really discuss marching order, and we're not using a map, so I'll let it go for this one. So go ahead and charge.
Okay, that's fair. That is a 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Yeah. So do I have to land? Oh yeah, then I have to hit it with a melee weapon attack on the same turn. Okay. Well, I am now standing right next to Von Ree, and is there any bonus? Oh, there is a bonus action. I will cast Healing Word on Von Ree. So 1d.
Hold on just a sec. Chat Cleric Murder got me for 1d4 healing, and I was gonna have the DM roll it if you wanted to.
Sure, I'll roll your heals.
But I mean, I'll probably still need some healing from you.
I rolled a 4.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I mean, I could still use a top off, but like, if you wanted to use something else, like, that's fine too.
That's the only bonus action that I have. Yes. So yeah, I'll just
I'll take it.
Top you off real quick. So it's spellcasting modifier. 2 plus. What is my spellcasting modifier? Is that the proficient now? 2. Oh, duh. So 4.
All right. Did you impose your disadvantage that Martyr gave you, Luca?
On what? No, I didn't see that.
All right.
You gave me disadvantage? So mean.
You know, that was your idea, so.
Yeah, I know.
So.
I don't know what I would have had disadvantage on, though.
I think we're gonna...
I haven't really attacked with anything that required a roll, but I'll just use it next roll, whatever I roll.
Okay. All right. All right. It is the wolf's turn that is attacking Von Ree. Going to still do the same thing. So, So, the ally is not incapacitated, just charmed. So I'm going to say the pack tactics still work, probably. So, oh no. That is a 13 to hit.
That won't hit.
Dang. Alright, well, the wolf goes to lunge at you, and it kind of looks around at first and gets a little shaken and just snaps right by like the side of your head, and you just kind of hear it go, but it misses, and it will be your turn.
Sweet. Okay. I'm going to... could he make a Constitution save for me?
Sure. What
Because
for?
I'm gonna just like raise my hands in the air, and say burn,
Burn.
and burning radiance is going to erupt from me.
Okay.
And it's a Constitution 12. Save.
16.
Damn it. Okay. Then it's just gonna not affect him, I guess. There's not even like halved damage, so.
Alright, so it is the next two wolves' turns, but they are your friends. It doesn't really say that they would start attacking things attacking you, right? They just don't
No, and I
attack you.
didn't tell him to either,
Okay.
so I just told him to go over there and wait until I could talk to him.
Alright, great. It's going to be Oscar's turn.
Alright. There's still another wolf attacking Laundry, yeah. So.
Yep, there's still one aggressive wolf attacking.
Let's try and clear him out with another Ray of Frost. Only a 19.
A 19 will do it.
Alright, that is 8 damage.
Alright. You give 8 cold damage, and the wolf almost like falls down, like its paw like kind of like cripples a little bit, but then it just puts its feet back up and still standing, but that was a good amount of damage to it.
Oh. Shit.
Alright, anything else?
No, I'm gonna hold ground here.
Alright, that would make it good old Manus's turn.
Alright, so there's, what, one more?
There's one more aggressive one, but there's still 3.
Oh, gosh. Alright, so how far away am I from the aggressive one?
You ran up to it, so you're
okay,
engaged.
it's the one right in front of me.
Yep.
Okay. So I will go ahead and make another swing with my Yekulwa, is how you pronounced it. So come on, baby. Let's do something to this session. That is a 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. So 1d8. That is 7 plus 3, so 10 damage.
Okay, how do you want to do that?
So I'm going to kind of like look at him. I mean, he's way down there for me because Manus is a big boy, and he's just gonna just kind of like take a spear and just bop, like as if he's spearfishing in a river, but in deadly spooky forest.
All right, so you strike it down, and now there are just 2 that are kind of just looking at Von Rhee like, you know, she just came home and she's about to feed them dinner. You have a
I'm gonna walk over and like immediately start scratching their ears.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you have a little more time, but it does only last for a minute, so it might start to wear off soon here. So
Yeah.
how do each of you react?
Well, I was just gonna say, like, why did you attack us? And have you seen a small human creature?
It's called a baby.
So is your speak with animals?
So I don't know if the speak with animals is really active anymore since it only lasts 10 minutes.
I would say yeah. I would say yeah, it's still active, so.
Okay, but I mean either way they're like they're charmed to me, so I feel like they would be very much like lassie good boys and like go and like show me where the well is, where Timmy is.
Yeah, so they like kind of nuzzle up against you, and one of them's like, well, we took her under the tree where all the babies go.
Oh.
And it's
Well,
like,
we need this one back. Can you show me where it is?
oh, of course we can, but you don't want to go there. There'll be more. There'll be worse than us.
What is it saying, Von Rhee?
it's saying they took it to a tree where they take all the babies, but there's gonna be more of them there and like worse of them there, and that we shouldn't go there. But I feel like we kind of need to get that baby back because Marika was very distressed.
Of course, baby tree, where all the babies go.
Yeah, I mean, I never heard of that before, but this is a
Oh,
new
you've
forest to
never
me,
heard
and
of
it's
baby
very
tree?
old, so
Yeah.
maybe things are different here. Okay, good boys. Can you show me? And if they turn their backs to me, I'm gonna signal to them like, I think we should put them down.
Yeah, so they turn around and they start leading you. You feel like you have probably like 20 more seconds before something happens. So as they're leading you, you kind of see that there's a very obvious path, and I'll give each of you a reaction before they snap out of it.
Yep. Can I thorn whip?
Of course.
Okay. At will, 1d6 damage. Okay. 4.
All right, so you whip one in the back for 4 damage, and it immediately like whips around and kind of shakes its head, and is obviously out of the spell now, and still standing. But the other two can have a reaction as well.
You already know what it is. Ray of Frost. Gotta keep this going. 17, and gonna guess that's a hit.
Yep.
All right, good. 4 damage this time.
All right. Are you damaging the same one that's already been damaged?
Yeah, the same one.
Okay. All right. It's still standing, and now it's coming even closer. Looking very angry. Manus, you have your reaction.
So am I within melee range?
Yeah. You guys were following the wolves.
Okay.
The other one is still just kind of like trotting along for a little longer while its friend is being beaten.
Yeah, I'm going to go after, or just kind of jab at the one not paying attention with the pole arm.
Okay.
All right. So that is a 12 to hit.
That'll miss. So good news is you don't hit it, so it's still unaware.
It is my height that is my disadvantage.
Yeah, it's unaware for about one more round, but the other one is aware, so it is going to attack Von Ree, of course.
Deserve it.
And it definitely hits. And we're kind of doing things a little different than traditional combat here, but it makes sense. So it's going to do 6 damage to you as it bites you. And then we'll just go back in order after that. So we'll say Oscar. Actually, no. Von Ree, then Oscar, then Manus, like normal. But the other wolf won't snap out of it until after Manus. So go ahead, Von Ree.
Okay. I am just going to Thorn Whip again. 5 damage.
All right, you strike the one that was not charmed any longer down. How do you do that?
Okay, I'm just gonna Thorn Whip out and then just be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, but thank you for your help." And then I'll turn my attention to the other one. But that's it for me.
All right, Oscar. There's one wolf remaining, and it's kind of just trotting ahead, not paying attention.
Well, I'm gonna ask him to let him know about the rabbit farm and Ray of Frost his butt. 15.
Yep, that'll hit.
Alright. That's 5 cold damage.
Alrighty. It snaps out of it
Rabbits.
and starts to turn around, and it's pretty angry, but Manus has a turn.
So this is I'm gonna use primal savagery right there, and so melee spell attack. That is spell yes. Okay, so that's 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. He kind of looks reluctant before he casts primal savagery. As if this is not a form that he appreciates very much, but that would be 8 acid damage.
All right, it's just enough to strike it down before it gets too close to any of you. Now, how would you like to do that?
So it says that my teeth and fingernails sharpen, so I'm just going to kind of instantaneously, get sharper teeth and fingernails, and I'm going to lunge at it and grab it by its throat, not pick it up. I guess pick it up. Can't really resist that. And as I'm picking it up, my nails are going inside and gushing it down.
All right, you guys have now dispatched the wolves. Let me clear this. I got to make sure now that we're out, I have everything updated in D&D Beyond. All right. Yep, that's correct characters now. All right. So you guys tussle with these wolves, and then you look up after finishing the last one off, and you see at the bottom of a tree a hole perfectly sized for wolves to go through and drag things through, and that's where the trail leads you as well.
I don't think I will fit in that.
I don't know. If you really just broke all your bones, you could probably fit. That's not an option, though. You're good. Just extrapolating. No, all right. I mean, we could. I can get Batsy to check it out.
Get who?
I have a familiar. His name's Batsy. He's an owl. He used to be a bat.
Oh.
Okay. Can he go?
Yeah, I'll kind of, summon him.
And
poof him.
While you're summoning him, Manus is going to turn into, or use wild shape. And he's going to turn into, if I have this up, sorry. He's going to turn into a cat.
All right, so are you guys sending the familiar alone at first, or are the cat and the familiar going?
It was my intention to go with the familiar to protect the animal.
Okay. All right, so you're sending your familiar towards the hole, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, as the cat and what is the familiar?
He's an owl.
All right. As the cat and the owl kind of waddle towards the hole, you see some overhanging vines and stuff covering it a little bit. And as soon as you two, well, one of you and the familiar get close, the vines actually part way, and they seem to move so that you can have easier entrance.
Oh. Well, that's convenient.
So
I will take care of Batsy.
Alrighty. Yep, you and the owl start to head down. So, Manus, you can hear ahead of you kind of the sounds of like burbling water, like blub 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 blub. And as you go into the tree. It's really weird. It doesn't look really like the inside of a tree. You see a river with a lot of overhanging trees, and you kind of feel like you're maybe traversing into something else. Let's see here. All right, I guess, yeah, you just see that. You don't really have to check or anything. So the tunnel, once you get a little further in, it's still, I kind of misspoke. Around the trees is, you can hear the water and there's trees bending around it, but you are entering a tree and there is a tunnel that slopes down to a 30-degree angle for about 40 feet, and then it levels off. And are you continuing further once it levels off, or what are you doing?
Yeah, as long as Batsy is willing to follow me. Does Batsy have a hunger for cats?
No, he's just a snowy white owl, and also I'm seeing through his eyes. So
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go further.
Cool. Yeah, so you're in this tunnel now that you actually entered in, and it levels off. So you go about 10 more feet, and you can kind of see a stop. But it's not the kind of stop you would imagine. You actually see in front of you 3 wooden doors.
Would this is the I guess you could say, is the tunnel big enough for me to come out of my wild shape?
It would be really cramped. You
Okay.
could probably do it, but you probably feel more comfortable being in some form of wild shape. But Oscar, you also see through the eyes of the owl like 3 doors, 3 wooden doors in front of you.
If only there was a way to get both of you down here. Speaking to Batsy, that is.
Does the owl just kind of give a hoot?
just kind of stares at him and blinks.
All right, yeah. So there's 3 doors. 1, 2, 3. Just pick a door.
Yes. Is your cat highly trained in opening doors?
No.
My cat can kind of open doors, but only if they're able to be pushed open. So are you checking?
Yeah, I was gonna say if the door. I mean, I'll check to see if the door is like ajar at all.
So you walk up and like a cat, you stand up on 2 feet and kind of press against it, because my cat does this all the time, and it doesn't open. As well, you or the owl cannot hear anything, just kind of more silent. You don't hear anything beyond the doors, but you cannot open any of them up just by pressing on them.
Can I smell or make a perception check with smelling?
Yeah, actually roll a perception check now that you're kind of hanging out by the door more often.
Okay. Golly. Give me something good. I need to get new dice apparently. So that's an 11.
Oh, yeah. So you still don't.
Oh wait, no. Wait, am I relying on smelling?
You're relying on just general perception.
Okay, gotcha. I mean, my passive perception is 14. I don't know how that comes into play, but
so yeah, you would have to do a check, kind of like you're kind of tuning into things, but you're kind of just sniffing around, trying to listen,
okay.
And you still cannot tell anything. But Oscar, you can go ahead and roll a perception if you would wish, and use an owl's modifier for perception.
Alright, let me just pull that up. +1, but it has advantage. Cool. Just going to 2d20 and a second one. 12.
The 12, just barely. The little owl is walking around and it kind of perks up. And through the middle door, you can actually hear a female voice singing a lullaby.
I just, like, I'm back outside the tree. I'm just like, what the fuck is that?
Can I perk up and be like, I'm sorry, what was that? Because I'm just sitting on the ground, like, doodling in the dirt.
Yeah, when Oscar reacts, you kind of hear him say that.
And I'm just gonna have him hop closer to towards the sound of the lullaby, if possible.
Yep, you just hear a female voice kind of singing a lullaby.
Manus is going to mimic a cat meow.
All right.
In order to try to get the attention of whatever's on the other side.
Yep, nothing happens. The lullaby just persists. Oscar, are you relaying this info to Vonri?
Yeah, I've kind of just been like, and okay, there's 3 doors. All right, now oh shit. And there's a lullaby down there. I think we should be able to get in.
All right. So at this moment,
is the hole big enough for us to like go in?
Yeah. If
Okay.
you are not a big centaur, you probably make it through just fine. But before you guys enter, let's take a quick pee break, and I will be right back. Yes, I'm gonna leave it up for anyone staying. If chat has any questions, feel free to shoot them. We usually answer through text until we have an intermission or something. But I will be right back. I have to make sure my dog hasn't done anything crazy. All right, BRB.
That's fire. I thought I must have been imagining the hole being a lot smaller than in reality.
I thought it was pretty small too. All right, I'll be right back.
It was small, but it grew. So
same. Have you done any of the other one shots at all?
Not yet. This is technically my first one, so that's fun.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm Snowball. I haven't been very active this week as far as the Discord goes.
Don't worry, your names come up for good reasons. Too. Not to freak you out.
I didn't know if it was my infamy from the last one shot or from the Pent Parvis character I play with the Harpers.
I saw your clip with the Pent Parvis stuff, but you know.
There's a clip?
Yeah, there's a Twitch clip. Someone's clipped that. It's in there. It's been clipped.
I gotta add that to my collection.
A fine addition to my collection. Yeah. No. I mean, yeah, your names come up, you got your stickers. You're like basically famous.
Oh man. It feels nice.
Yeah, I bet.
blowing up on Twitch, dude. You got a massive audience right here. People loving you.
I do what I can. I do what I can.
Don't we all?
The sticker actually, I mean, if you talk to Maroon Parrot, that he's the one that did the art, but the sticker is just through Redbubble.
Yeah. Oh no, I think I've seen the link.
Okay. Oh, my
I like to. All right, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say my voice was getting so tired. Needed a drink. I don't know why I always start sessions without having a drink by me.
I go through many a drink when we do sessions.
Oh yeah, that's
Bye.
better.
Prop this up.
All right, looks like we're.
Luca's still MIA.
Yeah, I was gonna say, looks like we're just waiting for Luca. How's everybody doing in the chat? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. All that goodness. Yeah.
Time to post some emotes. Pog Champ. That's my go-to.
All right. So, before the others, well, I guess it's just Oscar, his actual body, and Luca, Von Ree, enter the hole. Is there anything you are doing once you know they're coming in, Manus? Are you gonna stay mainly a cat?
I'm going to stay a cat. Actually, this might be a good time to transform into something that might be a little stronger. I'm afraid that we're gonna get into a fight, and I'm gonna be a cat at the start. And I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with how health works with druids and wild shape as far as health goes. So,
Back.
Welcome back.
okay, gotcha.
So, you and Oscar are entering the hole now, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, you catch up with the other two animals. Manus, you can probably go back in your normal form if you, like, stand perpendicular, I guess, to the doors. Like, you can't have, like, your back end facing towards the tunnel very well. But you could probably work it out to get through one of the doors if you wanted to turn back. It's a little more open right in front of the doors.
I'll just stay a cat until we see what's on the other side, and take it from there.
Okay, great. So all of you are together now. You see 3 doors in front of you. To get in, you kind of had to duck, almost go on all fours, but it kind of slowly widens near the end for the doors. And the doors basically go like straight up to the top, straight down to the bottom. And there are 3 in front of you. Where you heard the lullaby is the middle door.
Do you guys know which door we should go through? Or do we all want to take a turn and just open one?
As fun as potentially dying due to traps or other magical maleffects sounds.
Oh, yeah, traps.
There was a strange lullaby through that middle door, and I'm gonna call Batsy back to my shoulder.
Well, singing can't be bad.
Singing most definitely be bad. You have never met a bard?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Can I look at the middle door and see if there's anything weird about it?
Yeah, yep. You look at all the doors, and they all look the exact same.
Can I investigate it?
Sure.
His comment about traps made Vonri realize she's still very new to all of this, and so she's gonna like try and do a good job like looking at the door and making sure that it's not trapped. Oh, a 16 plus. I probably don't have very good. 0. So just a flat 16.
All right. Yeah, there seem to be no traps. You hear the lullaby seems to persist. Whatever's singing the lullaby does not react to your presence. Doesn't react if you get close to the door. Just still a lullaby.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look back and be like, should we go through? I want to see who's singing.
That is fine with me.
Okay, I'm gonna knock.
All right.
Bonri,
Hello?
go ahead and just try to open the door.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna open it. Sorry to barge in. We heard you're singing, and we're looking for a baby tree.
So you knock and get no response, and then you do that thing where you go to open a door that you think is open, but you kind of like smack your head into the door because it's locked.
Oh. I'm sorry, it's locked. I should have thought of that. I don't really know how to unlock a door, but I could try and take it down.
At the very least, I will uncat myself, and I will break the door down with a calculated strength check.
All right, so the area is pretty crowded now. How are you gonna try to hoof it open or swing a weapon on it or?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to. Okay, so I uncat, and I'm just going to kind of jump back, lean back, and then use my 2 front hooves to try to burst the door open.
All right, roll a strength check.
All right, so that is a 15.
All right, you kind of displace the others a little bit, and they're oof, and you hit the door with your hooves, and it just doesn't even budge, just stays stuck. Big, heavy wooden door does not budge.
Well, that's embarrassing. Any other ideas, Wizard?
Wow, my name is Oscar, but thank you. You could try that again, but do it better.
Could I try again?
You can always try again.
I'll go ahead and try again. All right. Instead of 15, we got a 16.
Same result. The door seems like the sturdiest door you've ever met.
Can I try and knock a little louder on it?
Of course.
Okay, I do that.
Nothing happens.
I don't think anyone's home.
Why don't we try one of the other doors?
Well, we could try that. If I walk over to the door on the right and jiggle the handle, does anything happen?
It seems like it's not locked.
Hey, do you want to go in this one? I don't think it's locked.
And what about the left door? I'll try to maneuver my way to stretch over and reach for the left door and see if it opens up.
The left door also seems unlocked.
Well, it seems that there's 2 ways we can go about this. We can either try to break down this door that seems to be sturdier than all, the world has ever given us. Or we could go through one of the two unlocked doors. The right door seems like the right door.
The right door is the right door. Let's
Yes,
go.
yes, it is. Circular logic.
All right, you guys opening the right door?
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, we hope we're opening the right door.
Ah. All right, so Von Rhee kind of opens the door. It creaks open. And behind the door is a room of about 30 feet square. It is dominated by two armored statues, each of which has a golden key hanging from a chain around its neck. Both stand on pedestals with the word false written on them. A short column stands between the statues. A plaque inserted into it reads, "The statues can only answer yes or no. You may ask only one question."
One question.
I'm gonna turn back to them. Do you think it means each?
We could leave the room and have one person go in at a time. Test that.
That's a good idea. What do we want to ask it? I've got so many questions. We should probably ask about the baby tree or something, though, right?
I have a
Maybe
feeling
who
this
we're
is the
seeing.
baby tree.
The statue is the baby tree.
The tree that we're above is the baby tree. 'cause
We're
they were
above a
bringing-
tree.
we're bringing-
I'm gonna turn to the Manus and be like, I don't know what he's saying. I don't speak wizard.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
I will step in. I will ask it my first question. And
I'm
so
gonna back out of the room and just kind of like wait, listening.
so am I having to like kind of cram myself into this room, or at least the doorway?
No, the room is nice and spacious. You can fit in there.
Okay. So Manus is gonna walk up and he's going to ask, where is what was his name? Buster? What was the baby's name?
Brutus?
Brutus. Yes. He's gonna walk up, he's gonna say, where might we find this Brutus?
The statue just says, yes.
Great.
Von Rhee's gonna whisper, it's yes or no questions.
Oh, well, I seem to have missed that memo. And he just kind of sadly turns around and walks out of the room. All right, make sure you remember to ask a yes or no question. And he's gonna pull out his pan flute, like from who knows where, and he's just gonna start playing it while Von Rhee's in there, or Oscar, whoever decides to go.
Yeah, Von Rhee will look at the wizard and be like, do you want to go next or should I go next?
Whatever you prefer.
Okay.
But please don't ask about where the baby tree is.
Yeah. What do you think I should ask it? You're a wizard. You know smart things. I'm very new to
Generally,
this.
they were mostly true. Okay, yeah, you could ask, is there danger in the door to the left of us?
Well, that's an ambiguous question. There's danger everywhere. I mean, if you trip, you could hit your head on a rock and die. I've seen it happen.
That's very true, I guess. Okay, we should clarify then. Is there a way... Is the central door unlockable? Or something, you know?
Okay, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna be like, do I have the means with which to unlock the middle door back there that I knocked on?
Are you asking if you do or if they do?
I'm asking if I do.
No.
Okay, I don't have the means, though the DM meta gave me the information I need.
Yeah, as you step closer, to the statues, you see that they each have a key hanging around their neck that is golden. And one of you has one more question you may.
I'm gonna be like, I think something with those keys, which maybe I didn't notice before. But there's keys, so maybe ask which one of those keys, or if the one on your right or something. I don't know, yes or no.
I
You tell me.
I walk past her as she's going on. I point at the statue on the left and say, "Is this the key that unlocks the central door?"
No.
But there is what was the writing behind each of them?
Yeah, so I'll give you the description
Paul?
again. Behind the door is a room of about 30 feet square. It is dominated by 2 armored statues, each of which has a golden key hanging from a chain around its neck. Both stand on pedestals with the word false written on them. A short column stands between the statues. A plaque inserted reads, "The statues can only answer yes or no questions. You may ask only one question."
Alright. I'm going to grab a hold of the key that I pointed at.
All right. I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh, good.
Oh dear.
And let's see.
Oh my god. I rolled 2.
Oh, okay. That's almost better than my 5. It's because my charisma is so low. That's why it's a -1 charisma.
It's rough. Rough city.
All right. We got a 5, and we got a 2, and we got an 8.
8.
All right. All right.
We're
So
really good at this.
as you lift the
Oh,
key off of one of the armors, they both come to life and kind of shake off some dust, and they start to walk towards you. Oh my gosh, how did you guys get so lucky? Let's see. All right, so it's actually going to be Oscar's turn first, and the armor is now animated, and it is walking towards you.
How far away is it? Is it right in my face?
Yes, since you took the key, it is right in your face.
Oh, good. Okay. I remember this class. It's how not to get smacked in the face 101. I will run 30 all the way out as far as I can. I know it's gonna take attack of opportunity, but you know what? Let's go for it.
All right. Let's see if they can hit you. It seems like they're moving as one. So let's see. That is wrong. There we go. That is right. Let's see. So it's going to reach out 13 versus AC.
It's not gonna hit.
All right. You managed to bolt away before it's fully animated and does not hit you. What else you got?
I got a ray of frost with their names on it. Just the one that I took the key from. That's an 8, though.
An 8 does not hit, unfortunately.
Well, you guys are seeing this too, right?
Manus is gonna put his pamphlet down, and did Manus hear any of this go on, or could he hear it?
Yep,
Probably
you guys.
I gotta speak to cast a spell, so.
Yep.
Okay.
You see the armor start marching towards all of you.
Okay.
It is the armor's turn. It is going to follow after Oscar. And how far away did you say you moved?
30 feet.
All right, so you're you're just out the door. So they start to move towards you. But did everyone move out after they asked their question, or did anyone stay in the room?
I did.
I moved out
All right.
I was letting whoever was in there just be in there to ask their question.
Cool. That's what I figured. Yep. The armors stop at the door, exhausting their movement, and it is now. Yeah, they'll stop right there. They're. Let's see. Reach 5 feet. We'll say that they stop for now. All right. It's Manus's turn.
All right, so Manus is going to hey, all right. I think he's just going to try to attack with his spear or Yukio. And yeah, let's do that. So, oh my goodness, I don't like it. No, 6.
A 6 does not hit.
Okay.
All right.
And that'll be it.
All right. It's now Von Rie's turn. The armor is just standing at the doorway currently, looking very menacing, trying to come after you.
Okay, so my time in nature, does this look creature-ish or construct-ish?
Definitely does not look like anything you would see in nature.
For the for the purposes of like spells, when it says creature, it usually refers to like all stuff, but I'm just making sure without trying to like would a spell, when it refers to like any creature you see, does that like include constructs? Or is it like, because I know creature's kind of a ubiquitous term.
Yeah.
It usually means just like anything.
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
I was gonna try and command it. It just says creature.
Yeah. I would say go ahead based on the you can try is what I'll say.
Okay.
You
All right.
don't think it's a creature, but you don't off the top of your head know if it will work or not.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if like it meant, creature in terms of like it's a monster,
Yeah.
Because sometimes the wording means that. Okay, well, I'm gonna attempt to just put my hand out and just say halt at the one moving towards us. And the wisdom save is 12.
All right. And what kind of condition is this?
So I speak a one-word command to creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. It has no effect if the target is undead, if it doesn't understand my language, or if my command is directly harmful to it. So I can say halt, and it says the target doesn't move, takes no actions, and it's not flying, so the rest doesn't apply.
Okay. Is it considered charmed?
No, it's just following my order.
Interesting. Well, I would say based on this that it seems to start to take effect, and it's a 2 on the wisdom roll.
Okay, so then it just stops where it is.
Yep, both of them at the same time, like they're one being, both stop and just don't do anything, and they're just kind of slumped down a little bit.
Okay. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna say, does someone want to grab the key while he's waiting so nicely for us?
I got the key. One key.
There's another one. Do we want to try that one?
I think we should also grab that one, yes.
Okay. Okay.
But wait. Just in case, I'm gonna mage hand it.
All right.
Just snap my hands and pluck it off with the mage hand.
All right, you have both keys from the armor now, and you're right outside the right door room.
I'm gonna like signal the others to just kind of like back out, and I'm just gonna close the door after us and be like, "Thank you," and close the door.
All right, so you closed the door. And what do you do now?
Well, I got these 2 keys.
I'm just gonna keep my hand on the handle, like, do we want to try those keys really quick?
Yeah. So Manus, he's like, here, move out of the way, and he's gonna kind of brace himself against the door, using the weight. It
Alright.
just if that
I'm gonna
happens or works.
I'm gonna go try the keys now.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So you go to the middle door to try the keys, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you try the first one, and you put it in, and nothing happens. You try the second one, and nothing happens. They don't
Wow.
seem like the right keys.
I hate this.
Did they
bring
work?
them over. No. Yes, they did. I'm just choosing not to open them.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm gonna go to the left here, and I'm gonna try these keys.
So you're trying them on the left door?
Yeah.
So as you are putting the key in, it doesn't seem like the key fits or works, but the door, just from you kind of trying, just pushes open, and it's cracked a little bit, not fully open yet.
Oh, that's great. All right. This one worked. Key
It-
definitely worked.
Is the door being like battered, or like being attacked from the armors or the animated armors?
Nope, not yet. I'm pretty sure the condition is still persistent.
Okay. Well, maybe see what the left door has in store.
All right, are you gonna fully open the left door?
That was a suggestion to the other two. Manus is going to try to just keep the right door closed.
If you think, though, I'm worried that the real key's still back in that room and those were trick keys. But it's okay. Whatever you want to do.
Roll a perception, Von Ree.
Okay. Oh, no, a 2. +4, so 6.
All right. Well, either way, you think what you just said is very smart, and it is got to be the truth, because why would they put fake
I know
keys?
things about stuff.
So you suggest that we
We
take
can
the
check out the
armors
left room
out.
if you want. I'm just worried we're going to have to go back in that right room and deal with our statue buddies.
All right. Well, whenever you're ready, I will step away from the door.
All right. Is Von Ree going to check out the right room first?
Yeah, I mean, we can go in there. Do you, like... Yeah, we can go in there. Okay, so right room first, just sort the statue situation.
That's fine with me.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna open it back in. Sorry, we're back. And I'm gonna walk in. And like, are we still in initiative? Whose turn is it?
They're still stuck for now. Not too much time has passed, so you have a quick, like, couple, seconds or more, probably like one round, to check out the room and see what else you can notice before they come back to life.
Yeah, can I do that?
Yes, what are you doing exactly, and what are you looking for?
I'm gonna try and look around the pedestal for any sort of thing, or any like where they were standing, or just anything else in the room that like looks, I'm looking for like when you're in a game and it's like very clearly there's the patch that's like not background art. Do you know?
All right, yeah. Roll a investigation with advantage based on that description.
Oh, thank God, because that was a 1. Oh, natural 20! I'm not kidding.
Nice.
Well, kind of a waste of a natural 20. But what happens is you are just filled with determination, and you walk up to the sign that's on the pedestal and you flip it over, and there's a key taped like underneath it.
Okay, because my next action was just gonna be taking my mace and smashing the pedestal, so that's great. I'm gonna be like, I think I found it.
Yep, so
And I'm gonna look at the guy and like, thank you again. After I leave, you can probably move again if you want, and then leave because that spell's probably not gonna last much longer.
yeah, so you close the door and you start to kind of hear a commotion behind the door. But
We should go.
it honestly sounds like they're like retreating back to their posts, so you don't really have anything to worry about. But now you have another key.
I'm gonna hold it up and be like, should we try and find the singing lady?
Yeah, we should.
Okay. I'm gonna stick it in the door and try and turn it.
All right, it starts to work. And
Okay.
I'm
I'm gonna do the knock and like, hello. Sorry, we're coming in to your dwelling.
All right, so let me see here real quick. I'm not going to be able to use that, am I? Nope. Okay, cool. That's good to know. So you open the door, and this is very obviously like a lair. And you see the lair is full of clutter, with the true dimensions of the room being lost behind a lot of freestanding shelves, tables, and piles of things both valuable and strange. You hear the sound of crying from a nearby cot. Behind a table with piles of vials, you see a woman standing there. She's the one humming the lullaby. She has long auburn hair and is in a nice dress. It's kind of a little bit dirty, like she's been out in the forest for a while. And you see a large wolf standing beside her. And it kind of just looks at you intently. And as you enter, the woman addresses you. Oh shit, I just clicked something I shouldn't have. I opened a program on my computer. Get away, get away. All right. And she says, oh, hello. My name's Katerina. What are you doing in my humble abode?
Oh, hi. Sorry, we're gonna need the baby back. I think its mother is looking for it. So if you wouldn't mind, we'll just take the creature and we'll be gone. And you can go back to your wonderful singing. Thank you so much.
Oh, I don't think you understand, my child. This poor child belongs to me now. Oh, her mother was so nasty. Didn't take care of her very well, fed her nothing but mush. She'll have a better life here under the tree with me. I promise. Just, it's okay. Go ahead, shoo.
Can I roll to see, like, I've spent my whole life in the forest, like, on my own with just trees and creatures. Like, does this sound like reason to me? Like, I don't know how humans really do things a whole lot. Like, is it like, oh, well, if someone's not taking care of it, like, of course the other person should take the baby.
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
Okay. Oh, I got a 2 + 4, so 6. I'm putting away this dice.
So,
never to be used again.
All right, Oscar or Manus, do you want to say anything?
Yeah. You can't keep the baby. You can't do that. That's not your. You can't just adopt children sporadically. There's a whole legal process. On top of that, you have to get the mother's consent.
Okay. So no, you can't do that.
Oh, okay.
Also, it's pretty freaking evil to just steal babies. Who does that?
Oh, I'm not evil. I'm just trying to give this child a good home. I guess maybe I can give the baby back. And she like picks it up and starts to cradle it a little bit. what is everyone's passive perception?
Passive is 14.
14.
All
13.
right. She walks closer to you guys, and she like is walking towards you, like she's going to give the baby back, and then suddenly she lets out a screech, and she kind of changes forms a little bit, and she starts cackling. You cannot take this, and she's going to surprise attack you guys because you had a false sense of something. I just lost all my thoughts. But she is going to attack you. What's funny is she drops the child, and you see it roll out of its bundling, and it's actually just a doll. But the witch is now attacking you. She's going to attack Oscar first.
Of course.
Not really enjoying the, telling her what she can and can't do.
That's fair.
So she is going to swipe at you with a dagger. It's only a 9 to hit though.
That's not gonna do it.
All right, so she kind of fumbles, dropping the baby, and she tries to pull out a dagger, but gets it and swipes at you and misses. But you see her nails start to grow into these long, menacing claws. And everyone roll initiative now.
Okay.
11.
That would be 15.
All right, what can we do in the place of this? Because this one's special. Sure, why not? Save. Run. All right, so she got a...
Bonri is feeling like she should have rested a little bit before coming in here.
So,
With her one
Manus and Oscar, is that a 4?
That is a 4.
All right, and 11. All right, so Manus is quick to action and is actually up first. So this witch is coming at you strong. How do you react?
All right, so am I 30 feet away?
You guys are all kind of in the witch's little lair now, so probably not, especially since she just charged at you guys, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and So he's gonna be kind of angry that he has put time into trying to find this baby, and this witch only had a baby doll. So he's going to walk up, and as he's walking, his nails are going to grow with primal savagery, and make a roll on that. And that is going to be a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Yes. Okay. And then that would mean that she takes 5 damage.
All right, great.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to use my spirit totem. I'm going to put a bear spirit totem down on the other side of the, kind of in the center of the room. So a bear spirit comes up and grants me and my allies its might and endurance. So the 3 of us gain 5 + 2 temporary hit points.
All right, great.
Sweet.
So 7
Yeah.
temp?
7 temp.
Okay.
7 temp, yes.
Sweet.
All right, that would make it... Oh, it's her turn next. You guys rolled very poorly. So she's just going to keep... And she's going to take her hand that was already kind of crackling with energy, and she is going to clap them together and start at the row of you guys. I need you all to make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, big money, big money. No whammies.
14.
I rolled a 1.
It's a 19.
All right, 19, 14, 1. So who rolled the 19 again?
I did.
Okay, so you guys are getting hit with Thunder Wave. So let's do the damage first. So we'll just do that. So it's going to be 10 damage. And the people who failed are pushed 10 feet away. So Von Rhee and Oscar kind of just get like poof, rocketed out the door. And you take 10 damage. Manus kind of hooves in and doesn't get pushed, but you do take 5 thunder damage. A bunch of items and stuff just fly through the open door, and you hear just like a loud boom shake through the whole area. And that is her turn, so that would be Von Rhee's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt a Word of Radiance, where I'm just gonna raise up my hands again and go burn. And can she make a Constitution save of 12 for me?
She cannot. She failed.
1d6 radiant damage. Okay, hold on. Oh, 3 radiant damage.
All right, 3 damage will hurt.
Okay.
Let's see here. I can't see your guys' health because... Let me try to refresh this real quick. Not that I'm going to use it against you. My extension's just not working, so it makes it really hard to check your guys' sheets and stuff. Okay, there we go. All right. So, is that the end of your turn, Von Rhee?
Yeah, that's all I have.
Okay. All right. What was the range on that?
Oh, hold on.
It's probably good enough, so you probably didn't even have to move.
Hold on. I probably did because it's only 5 feet, so I would have probably had to run up.
Okay, you have the movement though, but just
Okay.
Good to know that you're within 5 feet of her now.
Yay.
And it is Oscar's turn.
First question: do I have a clear line of sight to her?
Yeah. You might have to get up and move a little bit, but you can still kind of position yourself to see. Once Manus and Von Rhee are actually engaged with her, they might block you, but for now, you can still get a clear shot.
Okay. I'm going to take out one of the keys that don't work, and I'm going to cast Catapult to launch it at her.
All right. That's a new one to me.
It's she has to make a dexterity saving throw, and if she fails.
All right, I rolled it out of the tray, so I'm gonna re-roll. It was a success on the first one, and the second one's a fail. So look at that.
All right. So she's gonna take 3d8 of bludgeoning damage as the thing collides with her.
Ooh, that's nice.
It is very nice, but you need an object to launch to do it. So she takes 21 points of damage.
No,
what?
Wow.
No way. That was a good roll. So basically, this is one of the only times where I'll describe how you do it. But basically, you like do some fancy stuff, and you see the key spin around, and then it just shoots, and it just like shoots straight through her head and out the back, and she just like almost backflips and just poof, and the witch is dead.
The key also explodes.
Von Rhee's just gonna start clapping and be like, that was very impressive.
That's why I am in a great amount of debt.
What is her wolf doing right now?
The wolf didn't really have time to react. So now that she's dead, it kind of just runs off down the tunnel unless you guys are stopping it.
I was just gonna be like, come here, boy, and like try and make friends with it. But if it's off, then that's fine.
Yeah, no, to be fair, yeah, that's a kind of slight on my end, but it works out. So yep, it runs down, and away. It is now free from the clutches of Katerina, who you now can definitely safely assume was a witch. But you guys are out of combat. I also forgot combat music. I'm so good at this. So let me just play this for you real quick. Here you go. This is some beautiful music during the fight. This is what you hear in the witch's lair. But
oh hey, this is the combat music I use.
yeah, combat music
Dark Continent.
Yeah, it's actually really hard to find like good combat music in those kind of things, or maybe it's just hard to know what to search because a lot of it is like atmospheric and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyways, you are now in the witch's lair. Like I said, there's vials everywhere. There's books. There's the baby on the ground.
Yeah, can I pick up the baby and look, and can I tell whether it was ever human?
It is a doll, so definitely doesn't look like it was ever human.
I think Matrinka, or whatever her name was, is a very disturbed individual, but we should bring her back her baby.
Or that's not the baby.
Okay, I just...
But
It's a
hold
little-
hold on to it.
Okay, I'll hold on to it, and I'm gonna just kind of tuck it under my arm and like pat it.
What do you say we take a minute to rest?
I would-
Yes,
Could definitely look over
I
all
will
her
definitely
stuff.
sit down and rest.
All right, great. So some of you are possibly starting a rest.
we
Oscar, are
come
you
for the
looking around
only-
first?
Entrance?
Yeah, I'm gonna check out her potions and junk and
Okay. Yes, there is no other entrance to this layer.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna sit down with the baby, just in, like sit cross-legged in a short rest.
All right. As Oscar is checking around, you find 3 potions of healing, 2 vials of alchemist's fire, and you find just random potion ingredients and stuff worth about 50 gold. If you're searching out other things worth gold, there maybe are some things that you could sell, like some trophies, some bearskin rugs. There is also a wooden screen depicting like a mountain that is next to the witch's bed. There's some chests. They look like they mainly hold clothing and stuff like that.
Manus will take the bearskin rug and kind of toss it over his shoulders to have a source of warmth.
All right. Yep. But that is all that is contained within, besides other, trinkets and books and nothing too fancy outside of what I just described.
I offer the other 2 a potion of healing. as
Oh,
well.
thank you.
should probably take this. It's gonna heal you. when
Thank
drink
you.
it. Just so you know, don't drink these 2. They are fire.
Oh, okay.
What does potion of healing do? Like, what's the value of it? Or D-roll, I should say.
I think it's just 1d4, right?
Okay.
1d4 plus 2 usually. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it'll tell you if you add one to your your stuff in D&D Beyond.
Gotcha.
Potion of healing, like just straight healing, is 2d4 plus 2.
Yep, 2d4
Okay.
plus 2. So you're welcome to drink it now if you want. Save it for later, whatever. But
Do I get spell slots back on short rest? Because D&D Beyond didn't do it.
no, I don't think
It's
at
only
level
long
2.
rest.
It's only long rest? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think at level 2 anyone does. But
It didn't apply my hit die either, so I thought it was maybe just busted.
I can with your arcane recovery.
arcane
Oh,
recovery, yeah, that's
yeah.
it. I knew there was something out there, but the room is clear. The witch's dead body kind of bubbles and seeps into the ground and is gone. You have the doll, so...
And so is there any way, I'm gonna just say, I still kind of want to check the tree, because it was supposed to be a baby tree. So I'm gonna go up like on top as best as I can and look around. Am I able to do that?
Yeah, so are you going out of the door and out of the hole?
Yeah, like out of the hole. I'm gonna try and go up and like investigate the roots of this tree.
Okay, yeah, so it's
Base of it.
it's a very old tree. It has the kind of hidden entrance. There's a lot of drag marks down through the hole. But other than that, you don't really notice anything else checking it out.
So earlier you said that the wolf ran down the tunnel. Was that the tunnel that we came through, or was there an additional tunnel?
Nope, it just ran back out. Kind
Okay.
of like it snapped out of, a spell or something and just ran back to be in the wild.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna like head back to the others and be like, okay, I'm very concerned that that Manushka was, I'm sorry, I've forgotten her name, was maybe disturbed, but also that was having like a shared hallucination with this witch lady, because they both believed that this was a real human child and it's not, and so we're either missing something or there's something very strange going on in this area.
Oh, shit. Tensor's tits. We could have been sacrifices.
What about
Huh?
the third door? We haven't checked the left door.
We should totally do that. You know what? I was right to say something. We should definitely check that door.
All right, so are you guys exiting now and checking the left door?
Yeah.
Yes.
Giving it a shot.
All right. Did everyone take a short rest since one of you spent the time? All of you might as well get the benefit.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, you short rest just fine. You go out. You open the left door just fine. What you see is behind the door is a large room. The ceiling and walls festooned with roots. After 10 feet of level ground in front of you, the floor drops away into a pit, 20 feet deep. Its bottom containing many bones, the flesh scoured from them. On the other side of the pit, 30 feet away, you can see a ledge. On the wall, there is a golden key. A great root, perhaps 1 foot in diameter, forms an unstable bridge between the door and the key.
And
Oh, I
the
don't
flesh
think
has been
we'll-
removed from the skeletons at the bottom of the pit?
Yep, they're just bones.
Well, it does not look
About
like we
what
need
took
that
the
key.
flesh away from those bones?
They possibly rotted off of the skeleton?
Do I hear anything?
I don't know. Decomposition usually takes a pretty long time, and it wouldn't all be consistent.
You do not hear anything currently.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace. A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. And for the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you has plus 10 bonus to stealth and can't be tracked except by magical means.
Okay.
And leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage. I'm just gonna say, like, I don't really want to lose my flesh, so I think we should sneak across the bridge and try and get that key, because I don't know where this human child is. I know the doll is not the child.
You know, we could also just. I bring out my mage hand, like, just try this.
Yeah, you should try that first, and then I'll sneak across the bridge. If it doesn't work,
Alright, I approach to the edge of the pit and I shoot my mage hand across to try and get to the key.
All right. So you take your mage hand, goes across just fine, grabs the key just fine, and brings it back to you. As you grab this key, it actually seems like it's half a key, and you notice that that might have been what's wrong with the other key you had. So you pull it out, and as you get them anywhere near each other, they zip together and become one full key that looks exactly like the key that you got from the pedestal in the other room.
This witch fully deserved to have that key shoved through her head. My
So
God.
what door does that open? Or was it like just either room we pick? There's a key puzzle. Because the witch was maybe insane.
It sounds like it might have just been one door, multiple keys.
Okay, well, I think we're going to have to go back and tell Matrinka that her child is now a doll and she should just continue on life as is.
Yeah, but like, we should also be ready in case there's some other stuff going.
Yeah, well, probably.
Yeah.
I feel like. Can I roll a history check to see if that squirrel did confirm that it saw a child?
Sure.
Because I feel like I asked it if it had seen a child, but I don't remember if it actually confirmed it or if it was just freaking out about the wolves.
Okay, yeah, roll a history check real quick.
Okay. Oh. Hold on. Rolled a 7. Do I have anything? What is my history? Oh, nope. I rolled a 7.
All right.
Not great.
So you're kind of thinking
Done
a bunch,
with this dice too.
and you're like, you just have no idea what's going on. You kind of think that what you said earlier is probably correct. The witch probably turned the baby into a doll or something. So you're just like, yeah, what I said is probably right. We should just probably return.
I'm very new to all of this. Okay. Well, should we take Manushka's baby back to her then? I guess? Or should we do something else here? How do people normally adventure?
It seems the best course of action to bring. Well, now that I think about it, having maybe Oscar here could inform us of the culture of the humans, but bringing a baby back after a search, or a baby doll back from a search, probably isn't going to be any more comforting.
Is Oscar a human?
I am a human.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Human. That has lived in society. What do you think will be the reaction
Is really okay. Wow.
from
Great.
Michigan?
Well, the way I see it, there's two possibilities. One, the baby is now a doll. That sucks, but also why? And if it was a doll, and this is the baby tree where all the babies go, why aren't there more dolls if they're being turned into dolls?
That's a good point.
Second possibility. I guess maybe third. I don't know. Second possibility.
I don't know either.
There's this is all a trap, and the village is sacrificing people to the witch, and we're just part of another little dinner that went poorly.
I
And
thought
we're
it
gonna
was
go
just
back and they're gonna try
humans
and kill
being
us.
cold and feeling, but the rest of the town didn't seem very eager to help out poor Meshuggah uh, when she was crying in the very public place.
Exactly. That's you know what? That's true. Wow. Okay, so we go back. We could either make them really sad because their baby's a doll now, make him really mad or happy if we've ended this agreement with the witch, or the witch just straight up ate the baby and just been eating babies, and the doll is kind of just a thing she has, and that will be sad again. So sad, happy, or try to kill us.
Manus is just gonna kind of huff, kind of like a horse, and just start walking in the direction towards back to the town.
You said it.
All right.
Underwillow.
Are you guys heading back to the town?
Yeah, I'll follow Manus.
All right. Who's carrying the baby?
I am.
All right. All right. So yeah, you guys travel back through. You get out of the forest just fine. Nothing bothers you. You make it back to the town. Of course, her house is right there. She sees you guys emerge from the woods, and she sees you carrying a bundle, and she says, "Oh my gosh, my baby! Thank you so much, my baby. Please give me back my baby, please.
Okay,
Oh, thank
I'm
you."
gonna reach out and just hand it to her and not say anything. Just like, yes, your baby.
Yeah, she grabs it and she
Here now.
she starts like loving it. Oh, Brutus, oh, and she just starts like petting the cheek a little bit. Oh, thank you so much. However, can I repay you for returning my baby?
Oh, just
was a
make
fourth
sure
option.
to take care of it.
There was a fourth option.
I'm just gonna look back at the others like, just like, okay.
She starts rocking it more. Oh, baby, are you hungry? Oh, I think baby's hungry. My uncle, I think he promised you some gold. I'm gonna go and give baby some food and put it to sleep. Thank you again so much.
Probably wise. Yes. Take care. Have a nice time. Raise it well.
All right, you guys head back to the inn, and her uncle, of course, greets you, and he's like, "Oh, I could hear her screaming from here with that happiness." He's like, "Thank you guys so much," and he hands a bag of 50 gold, like in the air for whoever kind of grabs it.
I'm gonna take it and just kind of peek in and like see if it's like real gold coins or if it's like doll coins.
It is real gold. Yep.
Okay, and I'm just gonna like hand it to the wizard and be like, "Hi, I'm sorry. What was your name again?" No, to the innkeeper.
Oh, to the innkeeper?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, yes. My name is Scroll a little bit, and
Scroll a little bit.
It's
it's
Imre Fakete.
Imre, hi, yes, your niece or something?
Yes, Marika.
She's got quite the beautiful child.
Oh, you saw the child. Did you have any
Yes.
trouble?
No.
No.
Bonry,
No
Have
trouble.
any trouble?
don't be coy. Sir, were you aware that we went after a baby doll?
Oh, yes, I apologize. I was aware. Marika's, she's not right, but it was the witch. The witch made us not tell anyone. I don't know what she was getting after, but she wanted us to lead people after the doll and not let people know that it is just a doll.
Whoa, what?
You are an extension of the evil of the witch, then.
No, she threatened to take over the whole village and kill me and kill everybody. I am not evil, I promise. I had no other choice.
Sir, I don't believe that you should be leading people out of the goodness of their heart that want to help you and your kin to a witch's den where they would be inevitably murdered. I don't think that's a very good thing to do, and you are a poor human.
Well, you all made it back in one piece, did you not? And everything is well. I assume you took care of the witch?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, well, assuming she can not survive being bubbled into a goopy mess, then yeah.
oh, that is great news. I thank you so much. My finest room is available for you all. I hope you don't mind
No, thank you.
sharing. There's not too many rooms, but you're more than welcome to stay. And now you have saved an entire village and brought a baby back to Marika.
I don't like you. But I'm gonna leave.
Manus is going to kind of follow Von Rhee out.
Yeah,
So Von Rhee's plan is actually to go back and clear out that place and kind of take over that tree.
Okay. What about you, Oscar? What are you doing?
oh, I don't. I'm gonna leave. I guess. I just got a goal that it was like.
All right.
I guess I'm gonna go. We're going.
It
All
was
right.
nice adventuring with you. I actually really liked that tree, and I think, well, it was very messy, and the pit thing is going to be a problem. I actually wouldn't mind cozying up in a little dwelling beneath a large rooted tree in an ancient forest. So I might go there and then just kind of keep an eye on this town and the evil people that dwell here for a little while.
The evil people that dwell here. Well, you guys all set off on your ways, and that is the end of the Witch of Underwillow, the official name.
Where the real bad guys are the townspeople.
Well, what do you mean? They were under pressure by an evil witch.
Mm-hmm.
Extortion is a serious crime.